Sawubona molweni dumelang. My name is Wandile Ngobese. Welcome to my channel. I hope you stay.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know you taste this a little bit. High maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice.
How are you? Welcome to my first ever get to know me video / Q&A video. I'm so excited. So I started my YouTube channel January of this year, and I realized I actually haven't sat down and had a one-on-one with you guys, which I feel like is very selfish of me. So that is why today I am doing this get to know me video. I did post on my Instagram months ago, and thank you to everyone that responded. Luckily, I still do have those questions, and those are the questions that I will be answering with some information as well, just to like let you guys know who am I and what I'm about. So to drink, I'll be sipping on some orange juice in this tropical container. And yeah, guys, I think I look so pretty. I just did my cluster lashes from She Now, and wow, like I feel like they suit me so much. So these are the questions that I took screenshots of from my Instagram. Thank you to all those that responded. I appreciate the participation. So I'm going to be answering these questions in no particular order. And also, before I get to answer the questions, I'm just going to give you guys a little background information, just so that I don't like jump straight into it. You have to know like the black and white details about me. So firstly, my name is Wandile Lisa Ngobese. So Lisa's my middle name, hence Wandile_Lisa on my other social media platforms. I am 21 years old. I'm turning 22. I'm turning 22 next month in April, on the 22nd of April. So I actually realized a few days ago that it's gonna be like my golden birthday, where the number of years I'm turning is the same as the day of my birthday. So that's exciting. Turning 22 years old. I'm from KwaZulu-Natal, Fundweni, which is like, okay, the nearest town to me is like Mzimkhulu. Two closest towns are Mzimkhulu and Harding. I think that's the best way to describe it, because most people will probably know that but won't know of Mfundweni. Hence, I went to Harding Secondary School, and I matriculated in the year 2021. Yeah, what else? So now, currently, I'm residing in the Western Cape, and I'm studying at the University of Stellenbosch, and I'm doing my 4th year in medicine. I honestly think that's about it in terms of the background information. So let's just answer the questions. Disclaimer, I apologize for any background noise that you guys might hear. I live at res, and noise is just something I can't control all the time. So like I said before, I'm going to answer these in no particular order, just the order that they were sent to me. So the first question is, how was your first year at uni? This is a good question. How was my first year at uni? First year was great. I give first year like a solid 8 out of 10. I don't know, I feel like first year for me was a lot of like answered prayers. Like I got into my dream course, I got funding, I'm moving to Cape Town. It was just so exciting, like the unknown, starting this new life, literally like studying your independence, especially because I'm from a very like strict home. So I was just also excited to just like spread my wings and try to figure out who I am as a person outside of like the family unit and stuff, you know. So first year was really amazing. I initially wanted to go to UCT, but they didn't get back to me with medicine. They accepted me for a different course, you know. So I was like, okay, Stellenbosch is, I'm gonna accept it as my second option, just because it's also in the Western Cape. And to my surprise, when I got here and learned that the medical campus is actually not even in Stellenbosch, it's closer to Cape Town, we like in Paro, I was just like so excited. I was like, I'm just 15 minutes away from Cape Town. This is what I want. I don't know, guys, I feel like, you know, when a place just calls you. I feel like Cape Town just called me just because it's so beautiful, and I was amazed the whole first year of how great the place is, you know, the works. But all in all, first year was beautiful. Also, when I got here, they literally told us that our year is like the first group of this new curriculum at Stellenbosch, and like the new curriculum in first year is very, I don't know what to call it, but it's very like it's so friendly. It's almost like LO, you know, like they removed physics, they removed chemistry, and it was a lot of like soft skills that are important, that you should have as a doctor. But also there was just a lot of free time, and I feel like they kind of like wanted us to also just adjust into our new environment and university and all of that. So there was ample free time. It was amazing. Like, we were living soft. Next question is, do you believe in vision boards? If so, have you done one for 2025? I do believe in vision boards. I had a vision board last year, and I feel like it really helped. And most of the things that were on there, I feel like manifested themselves to life. This year, though, I haven't done my vision board, and honestly, there's no excuse. It's just procrastination. I've just been procrastinating it. And I think another thing, Tina, we want to make our vision boards aesthetic, and then that requires effort, and then the procrastination. Because last year, I just like found my inspo pictures on Pinterest, and I just pasted them on the wall. Like, I didn't actually get an actual board and stuff, and I think that's why I was able to do it just like that, you know. But I will get to it by the end of next month. I should have a vision board. Next question is, what was your biggest lesson in the past year? Yo, that's a deep question. This question's deep, guys. Like, in the past year, let me think. I think my biggest lesson was that, like, it's not that deep. Nothing ever is that deep, guys, because I just feel like I had like this internalized fear of like being perceived, yabo, and I wouldn't post certain things or like do the things that I really wanted just because I'm scared about, oh, how will the world perceive me and stuff. And by the end of 2024, I was like, it's not that deep. Just do what your heart wants, do what your mind and your soul want to do. It's really, because I remember even having like a couple of business ideas, but then in my head, the one thing that would hit me is that, oh, now I have to promote this thing, now I have to, you know. And I was just so in my head about being perceived, and now I'm just like, was it ever that deep? No, it's not that deep. Next question is, have you found your niche in content creation or YouTube rather? I think I haven't. It's really like the early days for me to quite narrow it down and how. But so far, I'm really just enjoying the vlogging. I did do the failed Shein haul. I really did enjoy doing the thing. So I feel like fashion is also something I wouldn't mind. But there's just so many things, guys. And I feel like I haven't gotten to a point where I can like narrow it down and pinpoint, but this is my niche. But so far, vlogging. Yeah. Right, on to the next question. If not made, what would you have done? It's almost impossible now to think, just because now I'm in med and I don't imagine myself ever doing anything else. But I just remember back then I did have like 2 other things which I really liked. One of them was law. I really liked law, and the other was teaching. Yeah, I like the idea of teaching. Those are the 2. I just remember I was just like, no matter what happens, I am not doing engineering. I'm never doing engineering. Oh, guys, I did not like physics, so I was just like, whatever it is that I will do, it will not be engineering. Anything else, yeah, I think I was okay with. I'm really enjoying this chit chat. So like the next question is, if you haven't subscribed, please press the subscribe button, press the notification bell, you know, stay tuned so that you don't miss my next video. The next question is, what's your favorite thing about yourself? Oh, this is such a cute question. My favorite thing about myself, I think I have quite a lot of things that I like about myself, and one of them has to be like my self-esteem. I think I have a really high self-esteem, and I love that about myself. Another thing is, oh guys, I'm very dedicated and I'm very hardworking, and whenever there's this song Yegasim Eti, I'm not gonna start singing this now, but Intombe ngakivaphi wena ungalilahli ithemba, that is me. Like I try to be positive like almost all the time, even when things are hard. Like I'm a very positive, hardworking, dedicated, will not give up type of person. There's a lot of things I like about myself. This question, I don't want to start sounding like, you know, but I really do believe I'm that girl, and that's that. Moving on, what motivated you to start your YouTube channel? What motivated me to start my YouTube channel? Well, firstly, the love for content creation. Not only just to make content, guys, I love consuming YouTube. Like I consume YouTube every single day of my life, and that's not me exaggerating. I feel like there's just something so therapeutic and calming about watching another person go on with their day and with their life, that just kind of brings some kind of peace to me. And I then started doing it, and I was like, doing it is fun as well, you know. So that has to be one of the things. But also it's what I spoke about earlier on, like the minute I let go of that fear of being perceived, I was just like, let me just do what my heart desires, because I honestly really enjoy taking content, creating the memories, the works. So yeah, I think that is what inspired me to start my channel. And for some reason, I have always said that in my 4th year I will start my channel. I think I was just kind of giving myself a ultimatum, because I know I can like go back and forth with the excuses and the voices in my head, but I had told myself that, and surprisingly I stuck to it. I don't know why 4th year, I don't know, but I just feel like after 21 years of living and the frontal lobe develops, you just start to see things with a bigger, like a clearer and bigger picture, and you're just like, you know what, just do the things you love and go for it. Next question, favorite color and why? My favorite color used to be red, not anymore. I realized I don't wear red. Okay, I don't like, red is not my favorite color anymore. My favorite colors now are pink and green and gray. And why? Pink is just such a girly color, and I don't know, I just started gravitating towards pink. Gray goes well with everything and anything. Gray looks cute as an outfit, as a like a deco. Like gray is just pretty. And green, there's just something about green, guys. Like, yeah, there's no specific reason why, honestly. I just love the colors. Those are the colors that speak to me. Next question, what inspired you to pursue a career in medicine? I think from primary school, I just wanted to be a doctor from primary. And I think like along the way, there's just certain things that happen that kind of just like make the idea or the goal clearer, but like, actually this is really what I want to do. Because I remember also like my mom being really hurt and having to go to the hospital. I think I was in grade 4 at the time, and yeah, like it was bad. We could have lost her. And I remember like when she got back home and she'd like tell me about like, yo, the doctors saved her life and all of that. I just had this great, I don't know, like this great profound feeling of like, damn, one day I want to be that person that makes sure to leaves to go to the hospital and they get back to their family safely. I had like a deep feeling of I aspire to be that person, just because my mom's a single parent and I don't know what I would have done if I had lost her. And it's just things like that along the way that just kind of really narrowed down, but actually I really wanna go into this career. Another thing, I am such an empath. Oh, like you can ask anyone at home, yeah, well, if a movie's playing and there's a sad scene or someone's crying in the scene, best believe your girl is crying right there with them. Guys, I don't know why, like I have I don't even think it's fast tears. I'm just like, I feel it's an advert, it's a movie, it's a song. I will feel it and it will hit me and I will cry. So I think being an empath, starting high school and really enjoying life sciences / biology, that was like literally my favorite subject. And whenever I'd study life sciences, I wouldn't like it. Out of all the subjects, it didn't feel like a chore. It didn't feel like I'm actually studying, you know. It was very interesting and there was a lot of aha moments, a lot of tell me more, like I want to know more, you know. So I think it's a combination of those factors together that really just wanted me to made me pursue medicine. Right, so moving on to the next question. How do you take care of your mental health? I really love this question. It's an important question. Guys, mental health is so important, especially in this day and age with so much going on. And I think some of the ways I take care of my mental health is one, to do the things that I love with the people that I love. I really try to set time aside like sometimes I just tell myself, yes, I'm behind, but I'm doing this for me. Like my soul needs this right now and I will do exactly that on that day, nothing else. But other ways in which I think I take care of my mental health is in the mornings. I don't necessarily meditate. I found meditating to be difficult, like to focus for so long. I still struggle with that. But what I do is like morning affirmations, like a lot. If I like almost every morning, if I can say, like I will do like morning affirmations to just like start my day. And just also there's your conscious and unconscious mind, so affirmations really help to also just deal with your unconscious mind by like to believe the positive things are happening or will happen, or you know, like just shift your mindset in that sense. What else do I do for my mental? I try to be active. Guys, I've been very consistent with the gym in the month of March. I've been going 3 times a week, and I feel like also just releasing those endorphins at the gym help. So I think those are some of the things that I do for my mental health, and that's a very important question. And wherever you are, I just encourage you to take time aside for your mental health and do the things that you want to do. Because let me tell you something, in life there will never be a time where it's free and now there's time to take care of my mental health. No, you have to actively seek that time and make that time and put aside other, no matter how important, tasks at that time at the cost of your mental. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm sure y'all can hear that child crying there. Oh, we're almost done. The next question is, what's your daily routine? My daily routine, like this year, is strongly dependent on the block I am. honestly, I've realized. But one thing I will do in the morning is to shower, eat. I don't know, it's very I don't want to like say that this is my daily routine. It's dependent on that day's schedule, if I'm going to the hospital, if I'm staying home to study, you know, things like that. But things that I try to do on a weekly basis is the working out. I work out 3 times a week, and I've started joining cycling classes. So what else? Yeah, I almost, in a sense, I feel like I don't have a routine, but there are just things that I will definitely do in a day, like eat, shower, study, nap. Nap. I take a nap every day of my life. It's just how my body functions. Yeah, go to the gym on those days where I'm supposed to be at the gym. Weekends are usually just set aside for friends and my partner, but that's it. That's my weekend routine. Moving right along to our last and final question, which is, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received? My battery is low, but I think I can finish this one question, then wrap it up. So I've been reading this book. It's called The 3-Time Rule, and there's 2 things that the author explained that I feel really hit home for me, and those are the 2 that I'm gonna share. He says a lot of things, by the way. The first thing he said was never try, when you set a goal, never try to then minimize the goal if you feel like you're not reaching it, especially, for example, in that time frame. Never minimize the goal, rather always increase your efforts. And I feel like it's so human nature to be like, who was I kidding anyway, that goal's too big, and then you minimize the goal. No, always increase the efforts. The goal that you set in the beginning never ever shifted. It's very much possible. It just means that you have to increase your efforts. Never touch the goal. And a lot of people do this. Even he explains, like, big companies do this, where they're like, oh, we didn't hit our target, let's reduce the target. Don't reduce the target, increase your efforts. And I feel like this is something you can even put in your everyday life and just practice. Then the second thing he said that I really resonated with was the fact that success is limitless. Like, success doesn't run out. Somebody else's success does not take away from your own success. So the fact that there's so many YouTube channels out there doesn't take away from the fact that my YouTube channel is going to be successful. And you could apply it to your life as well. The fact that there's so many business ideas doesn't take away from the fact that your business is going to be successful. You know, the fact that a certain career is already so saturated doesn't take away from the fact that you are gonna soar and shine in that career. And I think it's a piece of advice that I really needed to hear, because there's only one you, there's only one me, and the success pool really doesn't run out. It doesn't count that, oh, we only have one spot remaining. No, just do what you want to do, because somebody else's success literally and will never take away from your own success. So ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our Q&A session / get to know me video. Thank you so much to everyone that stayed and watched till this far. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe. Press the notification bell so that you do not miss my next video. Follow me on my socials at Wandile_Lisa. And yeah, guys, I had a great time shooting this video, and to many more chit chat videos. And also follow me on Instagram so that you do not miss the next time I post a chit chat sticker and you can ask away. But until next time, Love you, B, and I appreciate the support very much. Bye.